Hey there, real estate rock stars. Welcome to the weekend update in the real estate world. I have some of the juiciest updates in the housing market right now, right here. So whether you're a seasoned pro or you're just dipping your toes into the real estate waters for the first time, I got a little something for everybody. So let's dive right in. All right, we're talking today first up on the Fannie Mae Freddie Mac NAR settlement, National Association of Realtors, Fannie Mae Freddie Mac. Government entities that provide lending. And let's take a look at some of the policy clarifications. And so the NAR settlement, National Association of Realtors settlement, has been something of an intense debate the last few weeks. Now, the settlement said that sellers no longer have to pay buyer's commissions, which FYI, they never did. And they were always negotiable and you never had to offer a commission. But this whole disruption in the real estate world has a lot of people in confusion because now who's going to have to pay the buyer's commission? Well, we actually don't know yet how this whole thing's going to play out. But Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac stepped up to the plate and said, hey, the seller could actually make a contribution to the buyer's commission and then add that to the purchase price, and we could finance that buyer commission, and that buyer commission financed into the deal wouldn't count towards the qualification and the ability to lend the buyers, like debt to income and all that stuff that qualifies for a buyer qualifying for a loan. We won't count that. So we could factor it in, but we won't count it in the qualification. So that's a big win for buyers and buyers agents to not freak the heck out on what's going on. But we actually still don't even know how this whole thing is going to play out. So it was cool to see Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac step up to the plate and say, hey, this could be one way that we could deal with it. We could finance those closing costs for the buyer and it won't count towards their qualification for the loan. That's definitely a game changer. But again, we don't know how this whole thing's going to play out. So stay tuned on NAR settlement news. All right. On another note, feeling a case of FOMO, fear of missing out, you're not alone. According to Realtor.com's Q1 2024 sellers survey, a whopping 85% of prospective sellers have been eyeing the market for 1 to 3 years. Woo! Sitting on the fence for a long time. But wait, there's more. 79% of recent sellers are kicking themselves, almost 80% of sellers, for not jumping in when the market was hot. Man, I'm getting this all the time. I swear, every 6 months, I'm talking to people and they're going, I wish I would have done something. I wish I would have done something. Even now, with interest rates likely not going down, there's a lot of people that are sitting on the fence and they're trying to figure it out. So there's another 79% of prospective sellers that feel like they're stuck in mortgage rate limbo because they have a lower rate, but they want to or need to do something else. And there's 29% of those 79% of people that are still planning on going ahead and moving forward, even though that may mean them being subject to a higher interest rate because of personal reasons. Look, some people just have to sell. Somebody passes away. There's a divorce. There's a job transfer. We need more space for the family. And so in spite of the interest rates, there's almost 30% of people that they're on the fence, but they're still going to go ahead and plan on moving forward anyways, in spite of the higher prices, in spite of the interest rates being higher. Okay, now this was all data coming from Realtor.com. All right, let's talk about the resilience of the existing home sales. March saw, now we're talking nationally here. I'll get to Central Texas in a minute. I'm out of Austin, Texas. A lot of the clients, investors, and sellers and buyers that we're servicing are out of Central Texas. This is national data. March saw 4.3% month over month drop in home sales, 4.19 million homes nationally, but don't hit the panic button just yet. With an average 30-year mortgage rate interest on the rise, this is actually a pretty solid result. And hold on to your hats because the median sales price rose 2.3% month over month to $393,500. Now that's nationally. Now, Central Texas, specifically where I'm at in Travis and Williamson County, has been doing some of this. I'm going to do another market report to do a deep dive into the Travis and Williamson County market, but we saw a little bit of rise in the market month over month from February to March just now. So yeah, real estate is local. So what's happening nationally doesn't mean what's happening locally, because the coasts are experiencing something different than Midwest, Central, and Southern portions of the United States. And so that's why I'll be doing a deep dive on the market conditions. But yeah, we have seen inventory rise a little bit seasonally. It's spring, summer. People want to put their property on the market and get it sold before the next school year. And so we've seen more homes coming to market. And we've also seen a recovery from the beginning of the year in Central Texas, where the market kind of jolted downwards and then it jolted back up. And now we kind of are evening out right now. So there's still quite a bit of volatility in the market, which is why back on that, the last piece of information that I brought on people sitting on the fence. Look, if you want to sell your home, sell it right now. Waiting until next year is a huge gamble in regards to will my home be worth more? It could easily be worth similar or possibly less with volatility, not just in the market, but in the economic sectors and buyer confidence and interest rates feeling like they are going to come down a little bit. The Fed said that they were. I'm going to get to that in a second, but not really coming down enough to make a significant impact, in my opinion, on the market. Okay. So let's talk about activity levels heating up faster than a summer barbecue. The Realtor Confidence Index for March paints a picture for the first time. Buyers stepping up their game. Competition levels are reaching new heights, and homes are flying off the shelves in record time nationally. I'm seeing that. I just visited Nashville a few weeks ago and saw how hot their market was. The coasts are still pretty hot overall, and the average days on market dropping to just 33 days on market. Now, that's overall 33 days on market. Now, that's actually pretty low because that still takes into consideration all properties sold, and a lot of properties start high and then have to lower their price. I mean, a significant portion of the market ends up reducing their price. It ends up being 20 to 30% at any given time have to lower their price, and they start too high. Another 20 to 30% actually fails to sell and goes off the market. They pull their home from the market, or they run the route of their contract, 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is that they've contracted to sell their property. And so 33 days on the market overall is taken into consideration properties that started too high. So what's the real number on in regards to days on market for a property that's priced right to sell? Well, hey, look, I know this having sold real estate 20 years through several different states, having coached thousands of agents and run several major brokerages, that look, if a property's priced right up until about 1.5 million, that the property should sell in 30 to 45 days. And if it's not selling in 30 to 45 days, look, it's overpriced. Pretty typically, that's pretty standard. There's exceptions, but I'll tell you, even properties priced around $1 million to $1.5 million in Central Texas, here where we're at in Austin, Texas, and where I used to practice in Las Vegas, that was pretty standard. The major markets, it should only take 30 to 45 days to sell the property. Otherwise, look, there's only one issue: price. Okay. Investors. All right, let's take a look at investors quickly. According to the data from CoreLogic, your investors are breaking records left and right. In the fourth quarter of 2023, a whopping 29% of single-family homes were snatched up by investors. That's right. They're still in the game, folks, and they're still playing. Now, Central Texas is a little different on what's been happening with taxes and overall prices. And so those ratios to purchase property is a lot different and a lot more difficult. And there still are opportunities. We have tons of off-market opportunities that my acquisition team actually focuses on. Stay tuned to the end. I'll tell you about that, on how to take advantage of that. But look, we're doing a lot of ancillary deals too in bedroom communities around Austin, Texas, that still do provide the margins and ratios that investors are looking for. So look, there's always a deal. And oh, by the way, the deal of the year comes along once a week. So you got to stay tuned, and you have to be in the right place for where am I getting that data, and in what relationships am I in to be able to take advantage of investment opportunities, even in more difficult markets like Austin, Texas. All right, let's talk about renting forever. Nobody wants to do that. I don't think. And so this is a growing trend, my friends. In a survey commissioned by Redfin, a staggering 38% of renters are waving bye-bye to their dreams of ownership. And why? Well, look, obviously skyrocketing home prices, and the saving for a down payment feels like climbing Mount Everest. So these are things that are keeping people back. And mostly right now, these interest rates are really the driving factor on slowing the market and us not seeing as much growth. And obviously that was intended by the feds for them jacking those interest rates in a way that was just crazy. So I don't blame people that are renting right now feeling a little bit discouraged. Let's take a look at the some ancillary stuff here on the market. Home insurance making headlines. A recent Wall Street Journal article spilled the tea on skyrocketing insurance premiums. So it turns out non-mortgage costs like property taxes and HOA fees are now swallowing up more than half of total home ownership costs. So brace yourself, folks. It's getting pricier out there. All right, last but not least, let's talk about the booming trend for built-for-rent communities. And according to analysis from Apartment List, the share of single-family homes started in 2023 for built-for-rent communities. So communities, single-family homes being built new for the purpose of renting out. That's right, folks. That's happening. Has doubled in the past decade. We're seeing that here in Austin, Texas for sure. So stay tuned to a theater near you on that happening near you because, look, corporate America wants to make money on the housing market. And knowing that people can't afford the down payment and saving up for it, that they're building these communities rooted in built for rent. So moving right in on a single family home that's built for rent. Okay, this is making inventory situations worse for buyers. And with the U.S. housing market short already 1.5 million single-family homes, this is, just compounding the issues. So, look, that's a wrap for this week, guys. I hope you picked up some valuable insights and you got some questions. I'd love to hear them below. Your thoughts on what's going on with the interest rates, with these built-for-rent stuff. And, hey, we're always available for comments, questions, or concerns. And by the way, look, if you're looking to invest in real estate, my team specializes. I have a team of people that are looking for off-market deals anywhere, any place in the United States. So if you're looking for deals, you want to get on my list, DM me. You can just email us at deals@TREHomes. T is in Tom, R is in Ricky, E is in Elephant, Homes, deals@TREHomes. And you can get on our buyer list. Want to find out about any deals that you may have and have for us to buy, because we're buying, we have investors who are buying. We'll look at any deal anywhere, any place. So you got a deal residentially. Hey, if you're not in the industry, I'll pay you $1,000 to bring me a deal. And if you have a commercial deal, I'll pay you $5,000 if the deal closes to bring me a deal, because we're looking at specifically shopping centers, retail centers. We just bought an RV park south of Dallas. And we're excited to take advantage of this market because there still are opportunities. There still are people that need to sell. So stay tuned. Talk to you soon.